A few final things before I let you get to the rest of Nolat Labs designers. The first thing is I'd really like you to use proper English here in Nolat Labs. I know that you have classes in English that you've been taking for years now. You should be pretty familiar with proper use of English. And when you post blog entries, when you post answers to questions on the quests, when you post answers to feedback that I give you or comments, I expect that you know how to capitalize properly, that you can use punctuation to separate your sentences, that you don't type what comes out of your head, that you actually think about what your phrasing is. It doesn't sound like what straight out of your mouth would in a casual chat with your fellows or your friends. It's a proper English, what you would use in a language arts class. So please do that for me. If you don't, you'll get a notice from me that I'd like you to do that, and you'll lose a little bit of reputation for doing that. I'd like you to blog or video log regularly. That's what the blog built into Nolat Labs is here for you to document your journey. Ideally, every class, you're finishing up class by documenting a few minutes, 2-3 minutes max, to say, where am I at in my journey and what's next when I come back? One of the tricks that highly successful people do is that they will stop their work in the middle of some easy task. And then when they come back, they pick up that easy task as a way to transition back into what they were doing. And because it's easy, it's quick and easy to pick up. There's very little slowdown because, oh, I have to do this hard thing again. And it's fast to get transitioned back, and it helps your mind move. Blogging and recording your thoughts as you leave about where you're at and what you want to do next can really help you do that here in design. Whether you do that with a video log or a written log, your preference, I don't care how you do it, but I strongly recommend that you do. Please use the design cycle. It's on the front of our notebooks and in detail on the back. There's prompts here, questions that you can ask for each stage as you go through the process. No matter what order you're doing, the questions can help you frame your thoughts about what you need to do in that design and where to go next. This is actually designed to be really helpful no matter where you are in the design process, no matter how many times you've been through it. The design cycle can help you structure your work as a designer. And it's super helpful to look at it regularly, even experienced designers, and look through the questions and think about, what do I need to know? What have I not considered yet in my design? How can I deepen my work as a designer? That's what the design cycle is for. So use it as a tool. It's not just general knowledge. It's supposed to be a tool that we use to really enhance our work as designers and make our designs better. And finally, well, not finally, but almost the end, I'd like you to aim for mastery, not mediocrity. Mediocrity is aiming for the middle, for good enough. Is this good enough that I can get by with it and move on to what I really want to do? Is this enough, just enough, so that I can go do something else? That's not really what I would like to aim for. It's not what I aim for in my life, and hopefully what I don't inspire you guys to aim for. Instead, I would like you to aim for mastery. If you're not sure about a particular quest, put your hand up or call out to me or the other teachers that are here and ask, hey, I need to know more about this so I can really do a good job. I really want to learn this, or maybe I don't really want to learn this, but I really do want to do a very good job at it because it's the task in front of me. You may or may not be familiar with the idea of hard fun, but there's a concept within game playing that there's many different kinds of fun. And one of the most tricky and difficult ideas is hard fun. This is the kind of fun that we get into in video games when we get to the point where we're cursing the video game. You're maybe even yelling at it because you're so frustrated you can't do what you want to do, and you know how you're supposed to do it. You mentally understand exactly what's supposed to happen, but you're not able to do it yet. Why are you playing that if it's so frustrating? Because that's hard fun. And that's what I want to aim for in this class. That's why I say aim for mastery. Even if it's something that you aren't particularly excited about doing because it's a task related that you're not really keen on. Aim for hard fun. Make it good. Make it as good as you possibly can. Because that's when it becomes really exciting. When you make stuff so good, you're saying, I couldn't have done a better job at that. Maybe in 6 months, maybe after I learn this, maybe later I might be able to, but right now that is the best I could have done. And if you do that over and over in this class, I guarantee you're going to walk out of the door feeling more like a designer, more like a professional, more mature, just good about yourself. Because you are working hard and having hard fun. And then the last thing, I'm finished, said no designer ever. That's not something that happens in design. People come and say, you're finished to designers. We don't have any more time. The project is done. You've got to move on. That happens a lot. But designers themselves, design as a process is never finished. We can always go back through the design cycle again and make something better. And that's also true about this website and this game and this class. There is more here than any student could possibly finish if they had me every semester of middle school for their entire time here. And they worked as hard as they could on stuff. There's more than you could possibly finish already on the website. And I'm constantly adding to it. All year long, I'll be making more. So beyond that, if you get through everything that you need on the website to get to a project, then it's up to you. You're a designer at that point. You have enough skills in one of the disciplines, at least, to design on your own. And I expect you to be designing for the rest of the semester then. So remember, I'm finished, said no designer ever.